peeps, welcome back to the channel. As you see by the video, we're going to be talking about how to grocery shop when it's just you. Don't worry, people with families, I am getting to you soon. Why you ain't got no Sam's membership? Why don't everybody have a Sam's membership? Gas alone will be the reason to get a Sam's card. But how you can grocery shop for one. Now, saying that it sounds easy, I mean, it's just myself. And as a person who had to cook for a family and then moved on to herself, I will say it is a lot easier because you don't have to keep in mind, okay, this person don't like this, so I can't eat that, or I have to cook it a certain way for this person. Because sometimes when you live with other people, you end up cooking 2 meals. Sometimes that's usually how it works out, or having to make more because when one person don't eat, you have to make up for that. So buying grocery shopping for yourself is not as difficult as, you know, shopping for a family, but it has its difficult points. One difficult point is you get to the end of the week and realize, okay, you're throwing food away, or getting to the end of the month and cleaning out your freezer and realize, okay, this is freezer burn and I just wasted all this money. This video is going to help you, and we're going to be doing more videos on how to budget, meal planning, all this other stuff, and it's part of the building the home series. It's all encompassed in this. I'm going to do a video on what building a home actually means, and you would think I would do that first, but you know, no. It's the real problem when it comes to shopping alone as women or men. When we grocery shop alone, we tend to overbuy stuff. We tend to act like we eat 3 times a day, knowing you don't eat 3 times a day. We should eat 3 times a day. In fact, my dietitian says 5 times a day is actually good if you're used to eating a lot. Long as it's within the carb range, calorie range, 5 times a day is really a good range. But we both know, you and I, we all know that we don't do that. So why are you treating yourself like you do that? I mean, ease into it, of course, but we don't have enough time or money for experiments. So why are you doing it? We buy food as if we act like we're not going to be ordering food or going out in the streets and ordering food. For instance, me, I am a DoorDasher. So I get the pleasantry of serving the community. Usually people like you, while you're at work, when you pack your lunch, and then on top of packing the lunch, you probably don't even pack your lunch, but you probably pack a lunch and be like, that ain't do nothing. And then you order out, and that's where I come in. It's my side of the story. The fact that I'm out in the streets, and usually I have it in my mind, okay, I'm gonna pack me a lunch, but I'm out in the streets on the road, so 9 times out of 10, I am going to be buying food when I'm picking up yours. A lot of times I picked up your food because I was already buying food at that restaurant. So when we grocery shop, we don't take into account I'm going to be buying food out in the streets anyway. Now, remind you, it's just us living alone. So why are we buying all this stuff? Buying produce, this right, I'm not to spiritualize everything, but I actually ask God for forgiveness every time I throw produce out. As a matter of fact, my last grocery haul that I did, I didn't get produce. Like, I switched to frozen vegetables. Like, I eat a whole bag of broccoli to myself. Crazy. But me get the whole salad thing, if I'm not buying the salad kit already made, I'm not finna make the salad, because dealing with me, I end up throwing produce away. And that could have went to the food pantry. That could have went to, there's no need in me keep wasting food. I actually ask God for forgiveness every time I waste a thing of lettuce or anything apples, fruits and stuff like that. If I can't freeze it, I really don't mess with it. Unless like I'm really finna eat it right then and there. Shopping while hungry and grabbing random stuff. Because while going in stores, it can be a fun experience. And the benefit of going in stores is that you can find some things on clearance. I don't mind doing markdown foods. That's me personally. I know some people too good for that. Look, don't let me bring you down, but me, I don't mind markdown foods. So that's the benefit of me going inside stores. However, there are things that I see on clearance that I had no intention on buying. Like in my last video, which I ended up needing, but it was an all-purpose seasoning that I do for my vegetables now. That was not on my list of things to get. That went into that list and not going in hungry. It may sound counterproductive when you're trying to save money, but make sure you get you either, before you go shopping, get you a salad or get you a little biggie bag or whatever. I prefer not to get a biggie bag because I do want you to be healthy. But make sure you eat before you go to the store, because sometimes when you go in that store and you're hungry, give me this, give me that, all the cakes, give me all of it. So please eat first. It is worth it. Even if, especially places like Sam's, before you go shopping, stop at that food court. Even at Walmart, before you start, go to Subway or get you one of those already made salads or sandwiches. Go sit in your car, because I know you're an introvert. Go sit in your car, eat, and then go in and shop. And that way you can have a more level-headed. That way you can be more level-headed when you go grocery shopping. It's just the intro. Shop for your life. I'm one of them people too where I get inspired when I see other girlies or men do the little recipes. They put it in a nice little containers, and I'll be like, hey, I want to do that too. I want to try that too. I do want to try marry me chicken. You have to be honest about your habits and your palate. A lot of y'all have immature palates. If you're trying to experiment with the food, I would honestly recommend you try it at a restaurant first, because groceries is too expensive for you to be testing and experimenting. I said that before. And two, you don't even like cooking like that for real. I really don't want you to get processed foods either. Even I'm trying to slow myself out of that. But even like trying to make meals that's already easy. There's also like processed foods that's healthy. But I'm trying to get us all out of the processed foods. But sometimes you just got to get it how you live. You know that you work a 9 to 5, sometimes do overtime, and you done had to deal with your coworker Donna trying to micromanage you as if y'all don't make the same pay. And come home and think you finna make fried chicken with homemade mashed potatoes with the homemade gravy, and you finna make some country style green beans, and you finna do all that and then eat, and then have to do all the stuff that you have to do for your home. If you can do that, great. But you know that that's like a Sunday thing. You know you ain't gonna be, that's not an everyday thing for you. You shouldn't eat like that every day. If you do, I mean, why you invite me over? But you know that when you get off work, you usually want something simple, easy. Having staple foods like pasta, make your own Alfredo sauce. Learning how to make your own Alfredo sauce is easy as I don't know what, but just it's cheaper, it's easier. Learning how to mess with ingredients, clearance, find some clearance stuff. I'm just saying, don't try to force yourself to cook, because then you just have the food, you know, building up in your freezer, and now you feeling bad because, like I said, that could have went to a shelter, or not a shelter, but a pantry, and you sitting here wasting it. Don't cook daily. Do not buy full meal ingredients. Okay, I do like to have staples. Like, I make sure I have pasta. I have barley. I've had barley and grits in that cabinet for going on 6 months. But the thing is, it don't go bad for a long time. That barley and grits been in my cabinet for a minute. I have full intentions of trying to make catfish and grits. One day. We're going to cook it together, but one day. But you're one of them people that snack more, get a lot of healthy snacks, okay? I'm going to tell you something. This is a side note, but I'm going to tell you something. If you get soda, even diet soda, if you get soda, be prepared to buy a cake. Because even diet soda, I'm a Diet Coke girl. Even Diet Coke or any soda will make you crave sweets, cakes. That's like a health thing, like a health tip that I'm helping you with. So be prepared to have something sweet. If you don't like, if you can't make your own little cakes or nothing like that, which will be a hell of a lot cheaper, and you trust the hands. I hope you trust your hands cooking your food, but
If you're still watching at this point, it's safe to say that you like this content. Go ahead and physically like it then. And while you're at it, subscribe to this channel because I occasionally drop videos like this. Let's continue with the show.
next one, I've said this little tidbit before. I don't know how I scheduled these out, so this probably may be your first time hearing me say this, but keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. I'm gonna say that a lot on this channel. I'm not calling you stupid. It's already a term that's like a phrase that's been made up before, so don't get offended. I'm not calling you stupid. It's just a saying. Keep it simple, stupid. Fewer items, less waste. I've had to, since, like I said, I used to cook for a family of 4, sometimes 2, okay? And I am used to buying things and planning out meals for at least like 2 weeks. And planning out meals for everybody else. So that habit had to die hard because it's just me. It's just me. And sometimes I don't even have a taste for that no more. So I had to learn how to, okay, just plan for the week. And eventually I'm going to just start planning for the next 3 days. Because like I say, I like to go out to eat too. I like to enjoy these foods too. And I don't want that food to just stay in there. And now my taste buds don't even have that, you know, I don't even want that anymore. I don't even crave that no more. Buying less stuff will save you money, because if you lose the taste for that, then it just hangs in your freezer. On like so even with my last grocery haul, I got three proteins, and it was like a 2-pack of pork steaks, 3 turkey drumsticks, and then a little tube of ground turkey meat. Yes, I get tube meat. Full size that you can reuse, like I say, pastas and grains and stuff. It really doesn't go bad. Potatoes, you have to worry, like potatoes kinda, you have to worry about those, but pastas, grains, it really don't go bad. So those are usually good side dishes. Be mindful of how much you're using, because carbs. So with fruits, I said frozen vegetables would be more beneficial to you if you don't really hang with produce like that. It's kind of the opposite with fruit. So if you wanted, like if you don't eat breakfast, I suggest you start doing protein smoothies, or just like a protein shake. Do protein, get protein in your body. Have something in the morning. You're supposed to eat breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. But if you wanted to, it's cheaper to get like the pound of strawberries or the pound of blackberries, or like it's cheaper to freeze it yourself. Cut it up, freeze it yourself. It is cheaper as it turns out. Go to Aldi, that's the right pronunciation. Go to Aldi, freeze it yourself, and you will save money, and you will have your breakfast. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Make your groceries last, going on to what we were talking about with the strawberries and the stuff like that. See, I don't even be paying attention to it, all right? Stretch what you buy. Milk is one of those things where until recently, I did not finish a gallon of milk, in which I would feel bad about that. So it's not like they can donate milk. No, they ain't gonna donate milk. Milk just spoils. But if you have like the last thing of milk, something you can do to hurry up and finish it, you can first of all freeze milk. Milk can be frozen. And you can also turn it into pudding. Hot chocolate pudding in the oven is wonderful. Some great ingredients that you can use to, you know, make new dishes. Even with egg whites, I mentioned this before, you can make like little meringue things with egg whites. Pretty cool. So even if you have chicken, you don't have to just have chicken breast. You can turn that into like a chicken salad, or you can turn it into a chicken wrap. Just being creative with the things that you already have. It took me to be in a snowstorm last year to realize, no, 2 years ago, to realize you actually do got food in the house. You just got to really be creative and find out, okay, what can I eat? It may not be what you have a taste for, but you do have it. Spinach. So I did think about that. If I did want to do a salad, maybe I should start doing spinach, because with spinach, you can make it you can do a salad, you can do like an actual side dish, or it could be like some kind of garnish. So spinach and kale are 2 types of like leafy greens that you can really turn into multiple meals. Stop wasting food. Be realistic about what you eat. Like I said in the beginning, don't look at what somebody else doing on Pinterest. Pinterest be having a hold on me. On Pinterest, Instagram, or TikTok, don't look at them and be like, you know, I want to try that. You don't even eat bell peppers, and you talking about you want to try stuff. Like I say, if you do want to try stuff, save up the money and try to experience it from a restaurant. It'll save, like in the long run, it'll save you money on your grocery bill, in all honesty. Because I'm one of them people where I like to replicate or do copycat meals. Depending on what copycat, because I can make my own Chick-fil-A, because Chick-fil-A don't even put onions on their sandwich. And it's like, what the... Always catch yourself throwing something away. Stop buying it. That's me with the lettuce. I'm always throwing the lettuce away, and I feel bad about it. Certain fruits. I'm not a strawberry girl like that. I don't like berries for real. I'm a melon girl. I like melons. Like, it's water. Like, you can't go wrong with watermelons and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. And buying healthy foods you don't eat. Girl, you know you don't like quinoa like that. Fun fact, I cannot digest tricolor quinoa. Like, I can only digest white quinoa, but any other color, it comes right out. It's weird. Leaving leftovers too long. I get how everybody don't like leftovers like that. I'm one of them people. Leftovers is for Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving only. with that being said, I honestly can't see myself eating the same thing. Like after the 4th day, I'm like, okay, I want something new, because it gets boring real fast. With you being by yourself, you have that benefit to just buy 3 proteins and be like, okay, let's switch it up. Stop cooking all that dang on meat and trying to make it look pretty for your refrigerator, and you know it's just gonna sit in there. And now you got to clean out this stinky Tupperware. I'll be throwing it away, but now you gotta clean out this stinky Tupperware because of something that you seen on TikTok and you knew you weren't gonna eat it. So that's why trying to like go like 3 to 4 days and then switching it up. Don't try to do what other people do if you know you ain't about that life. If you ain't about that life, then just don't do that. All right. Grocery shopping isn't about just, you know, buying less, but it's about buying food that you know that you're going to eat. And if you have a family, it's about buying food that you know other people are going to eat. If you have a vegetarian or a person that don't eat pork, or just any of those type of people in your family, you have my strongest condolences. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, because just make your life hard for no reason. I can't even put chicken stock in my macaroni because you a vegetarian. Vegan, whatever, like, I don't know. It just pisses me off. Once I started being honest about my eating habits and just really recognizing like, okay, girl, you wasting food that could be going to a food pantry. Because literally that's where a lot of food pantry food come from, when grocery stores got it going bad. Some grocery stores throw it away. They suck. But there are some grocery stores who will give it to a food bank and will donate it to people who need it. So when you see that overdue 6-day-old thing of lettuce in your refrigerator, just know that could have went into somebody's baby's mouth. But it's in your refrigerator, dying. I hope you feel bad. I did. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I will do a video for people who shop for other people because, like I said, I have experience with that. And with that being said, I want you to spread love, pursue purpose, and center God, and everything will be a-okay. Bye, y'all.
Bet there's nothing left to do.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. So grateful that you are interested in my beliefs, experiences, and narrative of life. I want to encourage you to put your phone down and go experience things on your own. It is so easy for you to sit and watch all these podcasts, people experiencing their solo trips or their vacations, and you just live through them. I encourage you to get off your phone and experience it for yourself. I know it's not what YouTubers want to tell you, but I really want you to try and apply whatever you learned, hopefully good things, in real life. Because you knowing all this information just makes it theory without you applying them. Don't regurgitate what you just seen from us. I want you to experience things for yourself. Don't take my experience or any other YouTuber's experience on love, finances, or career as your experience. Make your own narrative for your life. It's your life. You need to experience it for yourself, not through our eyes. Go out there, meet people. I don't want you to go outside and be on your phone. I want you to meet people, enjoy new hobbies, dominate and take your space in this world. All right. With that being said, I want you to spread love, pursue purpose, and center God. See you soon.
So if you want to get yourself...
Everybody stick around because we're going to have some fun and look at this.